Leading off for the Trojans, center fielder, number 3, Weston Tubbs.
Hi, everybody. Welcome in as we get day number 2 of the ACCC Division II baseball tournament underway. A couple of winners and a couple of teams that did not play yesterday based on their 1 and 2 seeds playing today. Central Alabama and Wallace Dothan in this one. Bevel State and Enterprise State in the next one. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage as Weston Tubbs steps in for Central Alabama. Jake Hammonds, the 2-hitter. Cooper Harcrow batting third. Jacob Smith in the 4th spot. Olin Ward hits 5th for Central Alabama. Garrett Calhoun is the 6-hitter. Alex Bennett batting 7th. Ethan Garrett 8th. And Gabe Judah in the 9th spot. Central Alabama put 3 on the board in the first inning of yesterday's game against Bishop State and never looked back. Come away with a 7-2 win. And the right to take on the number 1 seed in Wallace Dothan. Low and away with the pitch as the count runs full, 3-2. That is a high chopper thrown over to first. That'll be likely an infield single for Weston Tubbs. And you've got a base runner aboard. And indeed, a leadoff base hit for Weston Tubbs. Starts this one like he started the game yesterday with a base hit.
Third baseman, number 1, Jake Hammonds.
Jake Middleton on the hill for Wallace Dothan. Meanwhile, behind the plate is Peyton Ryback. First baseman, Kason Cleaton at second. Anthony Zarzana. Shortstop is Evan Taylor. Andrew Scheimer, Clayton Jackson Client is at third. Left field, JT Thigpen. Center field, Mekhi Buckley. And the right fielder is Drew Scheimer. Man is sent foul back to the screen by Jake Hammonds. A little bit outside with the toss. Cooper Harcrow moving to the on-deck circle. And a little technical snafu I was working on. There we go. Our look from center field. Over to first goes the throw. Back safely, Tubbs. Overcast day here in Montgomery at Patterson Field. But overcast isn't always so bad as that one has popped up into the stands behind the dugout at first. It can keep things a little cooler than they might typically be. And it is not heavy cloud coverage. It's just enough to kind of block some of the sun rays. 1-2 the count on Hammonds. Swing and a miss, and out goes Hammonds. Out number 1.
First baseman, number 17, Cooper Harcrow.
So a base runner aboard. Cooper Harcrow to the plate. Jacob Smith moving to the on-deck circle. A lot of sports today here on JockJive. Got softball in Andalusia, LBW in Enterprise State, softball in Monroeville, with Coastal North taking on Bevel State. Little chop swing from Harcrow. Baseball in Bay Minette, Coastal Alabama South taking on Wallace Hansville. And game moved to a 1 o'clock start and turned into a 9-inning game versus 2 sevens. And then, of course, a couple of games here. Trojans and Govs in this one, as that is chopped towards short. And the double play turn. Evan Taylor able to get it to Anthony Zarzena. On to first to Gleaton to get Tubbs and Harcrow. And turn it into a 1-2-3. Top of the first.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Leading off for the Dubs, center fielder number 1, Makai Buckley.
We head to the bottom of the first. It is Makai Buckley who will start it off for Wallace Dothan. Anthony Zarzena. Batting second, JT Thigpen is the 3-hitter. Got an umpire going through some formalities. Got a bat and a bucket on one side of the diamond back into the dugout. And on the other side, I think some rhythmic beats knocking up against the dugout and had to be stopped. As the pitch is outside to Buckley. I think I got through the 3 spot. JT Thigpen batting third for Wallace Dothan. Kason Gleaton is the 4 guy. 5-hitter Blake Wynn. Jackson Cladd in the 6 hole. 7-hitter Drew Shimer. Peyton Ryback hitting 8th. Evan Taylor 9th. All facing Kobe Wiggins, who is on the hill. Behind the plate, Jacob Smith, first baseman for Central Alabama. Cooper Harcrow. Ethan Carrot at second. Shortstop Gabe Judah. Jake Hammonds at third. Left field, Alex Bennett. Center fielder is Weston Tubbs. And Olin Ward is in right. Three and one, the count on Buckley. A little bit outside with a pitch and a pass to first to Buckley.
Second baseman, number 3,
And Wallace
Anthony
Dothan with a
Zarzana.
base runner aboard, bringing Anthony Zarzana to the plate. Zarzana, 299 hitter on a 298 hitting Wallace Dothan team. Three doubles, one triple, no home runs, 32 RBIs. This is a Wallace Dothan team that scored 297 runs in 50 games, nearly 6 per contest. Zarzana with Buckley on. And if you're wondering if Buckley's a threat to go, 9 steals in 12 tries. Not a lot of gum stolen bases, as it is bunt and foul to third. 44 on the year. And Buckley's 9 at first, second most on the team. The only guy with more is Evan Taylor. Wallace Dothan is a 1 seed, did not have to play in the opening round. Enterprise State, as a 2, did not as well. They will play in the game that follows. Again over to first, and again Buckley back. Obviously, these two teams met 4 times during the course of the regular season. Twice in Alexander City and twice in Dothan. And every one of those was a Wallace Dothan win. Swept the 4-game series. Strike delivered to Zarzana. In Dothan won 8-3 and 4-0, and in Alexander City 6-2 and 5-2 did the Govs. One ball, 2 strikes. It is ground to third, fielded by Hammonds. To second for 1, throw to first, double play turned. We see one on the top and one on the bottom part. So that DP in the top part accounted for outs 2 and 3. The one on the bottom part accounts for the first and second out in the inning. And 2 gone with the bases cleared for JT Thigpen. Winner of this one has the winner of the next one at 5 o'clock tomorrow. The loser of this one playing baseball tomorrow. Taking on the loser of yesterday's matchup between Bevel State and LBW. Diving catch in left field by Alex Bennett, and out will go JT Thigpen on the flyout.
No errors, none left on
Both teams
base.
get a runner, but both teams leave the bases cleared. Compliments of a DP thrown into the mix. We go to the second, scoreless.
Leading off for the Trojans, catcher number 33, Jacob Smith.
Top of the second gets underway. Jacob Smith leading it off. What a day yesterday for Jacob Smith. First 4 trips to the plate turned into base hits. Came into the ball game with 8 RBIs and picked up 2 yesterday. So a 4 for 5 day for Jacob Smith. Followed by Olin Ward and Garrett Calhoun here in the top of the second. After a scoreless first. Out will go Smith to start off the second. I need to quit bragging on these guys. I did it yesterday. I think it was on somebody that was fielding just flawlessly, and I mentioned how flawless they were fielding, and they committed an error. Now we talk about Smith and all the great at-bats yesterday, and he strikes out to begin the second. Olin Ward starting it off. After the strikeout of Smith, Garrett Calhoun coming up next. Meanwhile, Gleaton, Wynn, and Client when you get to the bottom of the second for Wallace Dothan. On the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Jake Middleton, 58 regular season innings of work, 8-2. Every one of his appearances were as a starter. No time out of the pen. 2 complete games. 41 hits given up. 24 runs, 17 earned. 22 walks and 72 strikeouts. Middleton did allow 5 home runs. Comes in with a 2.64 ERA. Low of the pitch to run the count to 2-2. Two ball, 2 strike offering with 1 away. Chopped at it, but did not commit on the swing. And the count will run full on Ward. A .313 hitting Central Alabama team. Back to the screen, foul. Olin Ward, .355. 4 home runs, 30 RBIs. Does have a triple, leads the team in doubles, and will strike out. K number 3 for Middleton.
Designated hitter number 6, Garrett Calhoun.
2 gone for Garrett Calhoun. Alex Bennett moving to the on-deck circle. Calhoun, more plate appearances than any other Trojan coming into the weekend. 157 plate appearances. Outside with the pitch, and the count evens. Yesterday, a single and double and a walk in the 5 plate appearances for Calhoun. One-two offering. It is swung on and missed. Middleton retiring the side in order, all via the fan.
No hits, no errors, no.
You've played some travel ball, you've shared the videos. Mom and Dad can only root so much. It's time to get real interest from the colleges and scouts in your area right where you live. That's why the Showcase Series is different. We're not just another tournament, we're an advancement event where you get real-time exposure with live TV coverage of our games that get you seen directly by the coaches you want to impress from anywhere in the world. Register for events at showcaseseries.org. It's your turn at bat.
Leading off for the Govs, first baseman, number 44, Jason Gleason.
Bottom of the second, Jason Gleason starts it off. Blake Wynn, Jackson Client due up in the inning two. 1, 2, 3 go the Trojans in the top of the second. Smith, Warren, and Calhoun fanned by Middleton. Outside with the pitch to Gleason. Kobe Wiggins, 52 innings of work this year. Not all of it in complete game fashion, obviously. 5 and 3, 12 starts, 2 complete games. 53 hits given up, 28 runs, 12 earned, 13 walks, 50 strikeouts. No home runs allowed, and a good-looking ERA. Just a tad above 2. Outside with a pitch to Gleason. Gleason, number 1 on the team in plate appearances. 2-2 offering. It is sent foul over towards the Gov dugout. .336 hitter, 7 home runs, 39 RBIs on the year for Gleason. 2-2 offering. It is right back up the middle. And there's the Gov first base hit of the game. Leadoff single from Gleason.
Designated hitter, number 7, Blake Wynn.
Got a base runner on. Blake Wynn coming to the plate. Jackson Client to the on-deck circle. Bottom third of the order when you get to the top of the third for Central Alabama. As Blake Wynn, the DH, steps in. Wynn hitting .276. Showing bunt, lays it down, foul towards first. Gleason at first. 1 stolen base attempt thus far this year, and it was not a successful one. So he does not have a stolen base, caught once. Outside with the offering. Count even in 1, obviously, at least at the moment. The effort is going to be made to sacrifice Gleason over. Here comes the 1-1 from Wiggins. Again, squaring the bunt is Wynn. And it'll drop outside of the strike zone. Patterson Field, historic field here in Montgomery, Alabama. First opened in 1949. And has been hosting top-notch baseball since. That's a pretty good-looking punt. Wiggins will field, only play is at first. Able to get it there just ahead of Wynn. Well, it looked like for a moment Wynn might beat it out.
Third baseman, number 9, Jackson
When Wiggins
Client.
kind of drew back, a little slow in drawing back to throw, but Wynn is out at first, does deliver, though, with a sacrifice that gets Gleaton to second. One out for Jackson Client. Client, a .309 hitter this year. Drew Shiver moving to the on-deck circle. Little outside with a pitch to Client. Well, typically by this time I'm getting you kind of a look at what weather is like here in Montgomery. 79 degrees. Could warm to 84. UV index 5 and moderate. The air quality is 57 and good. Want some rain? Well, go north of here. Not that far north. As that is shot foul towards third. Looks like maybe somewhere in the Gadsden area. Got some rain today. Winds out of the southeast at 6, gusting to 12. Humidity at 62%, 18-mile visibility. 7:21 sunset. Temperature 6 degrees above normal. Moon is at 14% illumination. And this new feature I just found out, so I've got to give it to you, 226,809 miles from the moon. Lower the pitch to Client. Drew Shiver to the on-deck circle. We did fourth inning shout-outs yesterday. We're going to do fourth inning shout-outs today. So be thinking of what you want to shout and who you want to shout it to. Count full on Client. One away, runner in scoring position. Scoreless game, bottom of the second. Central Alabama. Second game of the tournament for them. First for Wallace Dothan. Down the middle and out goes Client.
Right fielder,
Here at Trojan,
number 6,
pretty good
Drew
time for
Shiver.
Wiggins to pick up his first K. And there's 2 gone for Drew Shiver. Shiver, a .290 hitter. 7 doubles, a triple. 3 home runs. Govs who hit 27 on the year in that round tripper department. That is going to hop away from Smith and allow Gleaton to take third. Yesterday we had, I think, 2 home runs. One hit by Bishop State's Reed Wilson. And one hit by LBW's Cody Walsh. Two and 0 the count on Shiver. Peyton Ryback on deck. On the outside part of the plate to Drew Shiver. Trojans trying to leave Gleaton at third. Govs trying to plate the first run of the game. Here in the bottom of the second. 2-1 pitch. It is on the outside part. Count goes even at 2. Couple of balls, couple of strikes. Here's your deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of inning 2. And there is strike number 3. Out goes Shiver. Gleaton's leadoff single wasted. We go to the third. Still scoreless.
Last battle, White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off for the Trojans, left fielder number 4, Alex Bennett.
Top of the third, bottom of the order, Alex Bennett starts in. Ethan Garrett and Gabe Judah due up in the inning two. Both teams have had a base hit. The Weston Tubbs leadoff hit in the first, and a Kason Gleaton leadoff single in the second. Trojans and Govs popped up to the right side, going over to get it as second baseman Anthony Zarzana. And out goes Alex Bennett.
Second baseman number 31, Ethan Garrett.
Ethan Garrett to the plate, Gabe Judah to the on-deck circle. Bottom of the third, Ryback, Taylor, and Buckley. 8, 9, and 1 in the order for the Govs. Oh, and pitch a little bit inside, and the count evens at 1 on Ethan Garrett. Garrett, a 3-0-2 hitter. Pops this one up, back this direction, into the stands, out of play. We are here throughout, not necessarily here as in Patterson Field, because the championship game on Sunday will move over to Riverwalk. But we are in Montgomery for the duration of the D2 tournament. And is smacked over into left field, base hit, and it will get beyond JT Thigpen. Garrett pulling into second with a stand-up double. So the Trojans in business here in the top of the third. Gabe Judah coming to the plate. Judah, the Trojan shortstop who went in yesterday's game. 0 for 5. Struck out, popped out, ground out, hit into a double play, then had another ground out. So trying to end an 0 for string here in Patterson with a base runner at second and 1 away. Swing and a miss by Judah. Top of the order, moving to the on-deck circle. Middleton with a look to the runner, Garrett. And inside with the offering to Judah. Judah hit .281 during the regular season. 3 doubles, 18 RBIs. And the count will even up. Jake Middleton already with 4 Ks in the contest. Middleton, number 3 in the ACCC, coming in with 72 Ks. Of course, tack on the 4 already. Now it's 76. Three-two offering. It is a little bit outside. And Judah will make his way down to first for the first time this weekend in Montgomery, and a couple of base runners are on.
3, Weston Tubbs.
That'll be the first Middleton walk. And it's got the top of the order, Weston Tubbs, coming to the plate. When you look at the top 5 in all of the individual leader categories, you see a number of Trojans and Govs. Nothing in 2 on Tubbs. Here is the 0-2 offering. A little bit inside. Home runs, Calhoun of Central with 7. And then a lot of the pitching category. ERA. Agzarwa is number 1. Hodges of Wallace Dothan, number 3. That'll go to the screen, and runners will move up. Garrett to third, Judah to second. Wins, you got Hodges of Wallace Dothan with 9. That is second best. Middleton with 8. That is third best. Strike delivered to Tubbs. He'll go out for out number 2. And when you look at strikeouts, either a Trojan or a Gov have 4 of the top 5 spots. And then in saves, you've got either a Trojan or a Gov in the 1 and 2 spots. So a lot of the statistical categories, especially pitch-wise, featuring these 2 teams. 0-1 on Jake Hammonds, who struck out in the first. Into the dirt with a pitch, holding at third is Garrett, which means Judah has to stay put at second. Cooper Harcrow to the on-deck circle. That is back to the screen, foul. Now our second look at the Trojans here, first of the Govs. And in the game to follow, our second look at the Bears. And first of the Boll Weevils on the inside part of the plate.
No runs, 1
Out
hit,
will
no
go
errors,
Hammonds
2
looking.
left on base. 2 up for the Govs. Right back.
Conversational exchange between he and the official. I wonder if there was an indication right there at the last moment from Hammonds that he thought it was not a K, and it wasn't into the strike zone. We will head to the bottom of the third, bottom of the order coming up.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Leading off for Wallace, catcher number 5, Peyton Ryback.
Don't forget to follow us, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Got to be a button nearby. So if you'll click on it and subscribe, you will delight us. Got to get a coach over at first, and Wallace Dothan has now sit one, so you got him on both corners for Peyton Ryback. Evan Taylor and Makai Buckley due up in the inning 2, outside with the pitch to Ryback. We are, 43 minutes into the ball game. Ground to third, picked up by Hammonds. Over to first, and out goes Ryback.
Shortstop, number 2, Evan Taylor.
So one away for Evan Taylor. The point I was getting to was 42 minutes into the game, and here are the last couple, and now single batters that have not seen live pitching until now. 9-guy Evan Taylor facing Kobe Wiggins for the first time in the game. And now everybody has seen the starters. Makai Buckley to the on-deck circle. Went outside with a pitch. A couple of outs away from the 4th inning. In the 4th, we take your shout-outs. Give you a chance to do a little cyber cheering as if you were here watching. Of course, you can do it on YouTube anytime you like, but in the 4th, we automatize your shout-outs. On the outside part of the plate, and the count evens at 2. Ethan Taylor batting .340. 7 doubles, 16 RBIs. Count runs full. Wiggins walked the first guy he faced, and nobody since. Right back it goes to Wiggins. Even just making his move over towards first with
Center fielder,
that
number
left
1,
hand kind of
Makai
extended
Buckley.
slightly, but it was in the perfect spot for the liner from Taylor. And there's 2 gone as we get back to the top of the order. Makai Buckley to the plate. Anthony Zarzana to the on-deck circle. That is fouled away to the left side. Harcrow, Smith, and Ward in the top of the 4th for Central Alabama. High and away with a pitch, count evens, 1 each. Buckley got on with a walk in the first, but was taken out of the picture when Zarzana wrapped into the 5-4-3 double play. A little low and a little outside to Buckley. Scoreless game in the bottom of the 3rd. Ground to Hammonds. He'll have another opportunity at 3rd, and he'll make good on that one too. Started with a ground out to 3rd, ends with a ground
No
out.
runs, no hits, no
To
errors,
3rd.
none left on base.
3 go up, 3 go down. We go to the 4th, and your
Harcrow,
shout-outs
Smith, and Ward.
when we return to Patterson.
Leading off for the Trojans, first baseman, number 17, Cooper Hartcrow.
Top of the fourth gets underway. Cooper Hartcrow starts it. Jacob Smith, Olin Ward due up in the inning two. You see something new attached to your scoreboard. It is the shout-out number. We do it in the fourth inning of all games. Fourth inning only, of course, as I mentioned. You can do it anytime on YouTube. But our shout-outs on air happen in the fourth. 334-488-1385. Now here's what we're looking for in the shout-outs, as that one is popped up to the right side, and it'll stay in fair territory, able to get it as Shiver for out number one. But you text me.
Catcher,
And
number 33,
you include who the
Jacob
shout-out is
Smith.
to, who it is from, and obviously what the shout-out is. And then there are a couple of things we'd like included too. Like where you're watching. Not real specific, just some generalizations. City, state, lake, campus, admin building, etc. As that will get out of play. And then last but not least, it is a work day. It is the middle of the work day, and if you are working and boss is cool with that, letting you watch, why don't we give them a little free publicity? Stick that in there too. All to 334-488-1385, the number on your scoreboard. One away, Jacob Smith at the plate. He struck out in the second and will strike out in the fourth. Two gone for Olin Ward.
Number 18, Olin Ward.
Garrett Calhoun to the on-deck circle. Wallace Dothan in the fourth has 2, 3, and 4 coming to the plate. Strike delivered to Ward, who struck out in the second. Middleton with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Ks in the game. Garrett Calhoun to the on-deck circle. 0-2 offering. It is fouled off of the screen. Jake Middleton offering into the strike zone. Back-to-back Ks get Smith and get Ward. 3 up, 3 down, 5 straight. Set down by Middleton.
No errors, none left on base.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Leading off for Wallace, second baseman, number 3, Anthony Zarzana.
We head to the bottom of the fourth. Anthony Zarzana will start it. JT Thigpen, Kason Cleaton due up in the inning 2. Jake Hammonds has been busy on that corner. Of the last 4 outs, 3 have gone to third.
Left fielder,
And JT Thigpen will come to the plate. Thigpen with a fly out to left. Shout out to Garrett Calhoun from Easton, Alabama, West Georgia Moving Company. Thank you very much for the shout out. Good to hear from you. That is a Gold Star shout out. Got all the necessary ingredients. 334-488-1385. Nothing in 1 the count on Thigpen. That is driven towards right field, but right where he needs to be to make the catch is Olin Ward.
First baseman, number 44, Kason Cleaton.
2 outs for Kason Cleaton. He's got the lone Gov base hit of the game. A second inning single. Back to the plate with 2 gone, nobody aboard here in the bottom of the 4th. Calhoun, Bennett, and Garrett when you get to the 5th for Central Alabama. That is ground to third. Hammond again. And Hammonds again. Over to first with a throw. Another 5-3 put out. We had 5 threes begin and end the third. We have 5 threes begin and end the 4th. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off for Central Alabama, designated hitter number 6, Garrett Calhoun.
Top of the 5th in a scoreless game. Garrett Calhoun starts it. Alex Bennett and Ethan Garrett due up in the inning, too. 3 up, 3 down for the second consecutive inning for the Gums in the bottom of the fourth, as that one is floated towards center field, but it's knee-high and catchable by Mackay Buckley. And Calhoun is out number 1.
Left fielder, number 4, Alex Bennett.
Alex Bennett next. Alex Bennett with a fly out to second. 0 for 3 in the game. I'll make that 0 for 1. You can only go to the plate once in a ball game and be 0 for 1. You cannot be 0 for 3. That is ground to short. Taylor will field, Taylor will fire, and Bennett will be out number 2.
Second baseman, number 31, Ethan Garrett.
Ethan Garrett next. Garrett's got one of the 2 Central Alabama base hits, and the only extra base hit of the game, a double with 1 away in the 3rd. Bottom of the order, Gabe Judah is on deck. On the outside part of the plate with a pitch from Middleton. Bottom of the 5th, mid part of the order, Wynn, Client, and Shiver all due up. I know we took shout-outs in the 4th, but actually we got a few shout-outs in the 4th that I did not read until the top of the 5th. So they're illegal. They're okay. Shout out to Sue and Bob Dunn in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Go Govs. Thanks to the Dunns. Good luck to the Bevel Bears, the Fayette campus crew, ready to cheer them on again today. Can't blame the Bevel Bears for taking the opportunity in a non-Bear game. It's legal to do a shout out. 2-2 pitch. That is hit to Taylor. And it's going to sneak right underneath the mid. And Garrett will get on. E6 charge to Taylor. Just brought that mid up a little too early.
Shortstop,
and trying to
number
field the
2,
Garrett
Gabe
grounder.
Judah.
Gabe Judah to the plate. And as I mentioned, yeah, we do shout-outs in the 4th, which this game is going relatively quick. So we had a quick 4th, but you can shout out anytime you like on YouTube. Gabe Judah with a walk got to second in the 3rd. Ethan Garrett, 6 stolen bases this year. Caught twice. He's at first. Low pitch to Junior to run the count to 2-0. Top of the order, Weston Tubbs to the on-deck circle. Judah's second plate appearance in the ball game, throw to first, and again scampering back safely is Garrett. Central Alabama with a total of 44 stolen bases this year. As that pitch will miss and the count runs to 3-0. A little high with a pitch, a 4-pitch walk, and down to first goes Judah.
Center fielder, number 3, Weston Tubbs.
2 quick outs, but then an error and a walk, and 2 aboard for Weston Tubbs. And that will get Jake Middleton a visit. Pan 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Strikeoutless here in the fifth with 2 gone. And a couple of base runners on. Game's just getting underway in Monroeville, Bay Minette, and Andalusia. In Bay Minette, Wallace hands full and Coastal South baseball. Monroeville, Bevel State Coastal North softball. Andalusia, Enterprise State, and LBW softball. Weston Tubbs 1 for 2. Trying to hold up on the swing and couldn't. Had an infield single in the first, struck out looking in the third. Another pitch into the zone. So Middleton gets a visit from the dugout and delivers with consecutive strikes. Runs it to 0-2 on Tubbs. Jake Hammond's on deck. Runners go on a pitch outside. And Guerin will take third, Judah second. That is popped up, foul territory, third base side, and it will knock up against the screen. Clang getting over the field, but ran out of room. And the at-bat for Weston Tubbs continues. And a shout out to Garrett Calhoun from Bobber's Bar and Grill in Wedowee, Alabama. I love Wedowee. Strike 3 and out will go Tubbs. Leaving a couple of base runners on.
2 left on base.
Wedowee, thanks for the shout out as we head to the bottom of the fifth.
Client and Schreiber. Leading off for the Doves, designated hitter, number 7, Blake Wynn.
We go to the bottom of the fifth. Blake Wynn starts at Jackson Klein and Drew Scheimer. 2 up in the inning, 2. Wynn with a sacrifice that moved Gleaton over. Gleaton has got the lone gum base hit, had a single in the second. Wynn came in and sacrificed him over. And eventually Gleaton winds up at third. And that is just about as close as we have come to a run. Trojans have had runners at third twice. Wynn, Klein, and Shiver here in the bottom of the 5th. A total of 3 hits in the game, 2 Trojan hits, 1 Gov hit. As that is popped up on the infield. And coming over from short, trying to make the catch, dropping, throw to second, and in safely goes Wynn. Well, that was Alex Bennett's call to make. I don't know if he was calling for it or not. Gabe Judah going out to try to make the catch.
Third baseman, number 9.
And Blake Wynn will reach on an E6, but he not only reaches, he reaches second into scoring position with nobody gone, and Jackson Client coming to the plate. Inside with the offering to Client, showing bunt. Drew Shiver to the on-deck circle. By the way, that shout out from Wendowie, Alabama, from Jay Anderson. Thanks, Jay, for checking in. Count even at 1 on Client. Client with a strikeout in the second. 0 for 1 in the game. Wiggins with a look to the runner at second, Win. Couple of strikes now on Client. And coach coming out of the dugout to have a conversation with Jackson Client on a 2-strike count. This might be one of those conversations where, did you look at your wristband? Because that was not what I asked for. Or it might not be. One ball, couple of strikes on Client. About 95% of the coaches would take off the bunt sign on a 2-strike count. But you got a handful that wouldn't. There's a swing and a miss, and the sign was off, and the swing was 2. There's 1 away.
Right fielder, number 6, Drew Shiver.
Drew Shiver coming to the plate. Peyton Ryback to the on-deck circle. Trojans in the 6th have Hammonds, Harcrow, and Smith all 2 up. Wiggins pitch a little low, a little bit inside to Shiver. Shiver struck out in the 2nd. One of 3 Wiggins strikeouts in the game. A .290 hitter on the year with 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. A 1-0 pitch to Shiver. A little bit outside. Peyton Ryback on deck. Wynn reaches on what looked like a relatively routine fly ball to left. Gabe Judah at short goes out to try to get it, dropped it. Wynn still in second. Two balls, 1 strike. One of these ball games in which a single run could be it. Fouled back. So obviously when there's a runner aboard, and especially when they're in scoring position, Some dramatic moments in the game. 2-2 count. Here's the Wiggins 2-2. It is too low. And the count will run full. Wiggins hasn't walked anybody since facing Mekhi Buckley in the first as the leadoff guy and put him aboard. Three-two pitch, and out will go Shimer. So Wiggins with back-to-back Ks. And as a matter of fact, the 4 strikeouts for Kobe Wiggins have come from 2 guys, Jackson Cladd and Drew Shimer. Peyton Ryback next. A little bit outside with a pitch to Ryback, who ground into the 5-3. Two and 0 on Ryback. Evan Taylor moving to the on-deck circle. Ryback hitting .281. Couple of doubles, a triple, a home run, 16 RBIs on the year in 89 plate appearances. Count runs to 3-0. Wiggins, 15 at-bats since his last walk. But has the count at 3-0, delivers on the outside part. And a 3-1 count. As a matter of fact, both teams combined, there have been 3 walks total in the game. There's the 4th and the second one for Wiggins.
Shortstop, number 2, Evan Taylor.
Couple of base runners on for Evan Taylor. Taylor might be the 9 guy, but he's a .340 hitter on the year. Lined out with the pitcher in the 3rd. Back to the plate in the 5th. Got a couple of runners aboard. Ryback at first, Wynn at second. The 0-1 pitch to Taylor. That is a base hit into right field. Wynn's been given the green light. He'll come home and score. Wallace Dothan takes the first lead of the game in the bottom of the 5th. Taylor driving in his 17th run of the year.
Center fielder, number 1, Mekhi Buckley.
And that Trojan error to begin the inning comes back to haunt Wiggins. Turns it into a 1-zip ball game as we get back to the top of the order. Mekhi Buckley to the plate. Buckley with a walk and a ground out to 3rd. A little bit inside with the pitch. Anthony Zarzena to the on-deck circle. Buckley, until Ryback, had been the only Wiggins walk in the game. Ground to second. Garrett's got it. He'll go over to Judah. And Buckley will ground into the 4-6 to put it into the inning.
One hit,
but the game's finally got a run. Cubs by 1 as we head to the 6th.
Alabama, Hammond.
You've played some travel ball, you've shared the videos. Mom and Dad can only root so much. It's time to get real interest from the colleges and scouts in your area, right where you live. That's why the Showcase Series is different. We're not just another tournament, we're an advancement event where you get real-time exposure with live TV coverage of our games that get you seen directly by the coaches you want to impress from anywhere in the world. Register for events at showcaseseries.org. It's your turn at bat.
Leading off for the Trojans, third baseman, number 1, Jake Hammond.
Top of the sixth, Jake Hammond starts it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hammonds in the first and third innings. One swinging and one looking. Cooper Harcrow and Jacob Smith due up in the inning two as the count evens up. Wallace Dothan picking up a run in the bottom of the fifth when reached on an error. And eventually comes in to score on the Evan Taylor single. Jake Hammond striking out for the third consecutive time.
First baseman, number 17, Cooper Harcrow.
One out for Cooper Harcrow. That is the 10th strikeout of the game for Middleton. High with the pitch to Harcrow. Middleton coming into the game, 72 strikeouts, has pushed that total to 82 with his double-digit performance here. Count even at 1 on Harcrow. And the count goes to 1-2. 2, 3, and 4 in the order when you get to the bottom of the sixth. That is a nice stop at third by Klatt. He'll hop up, go to first. What a nice play by the Gov third baseman.
Catcher, number 33,
2 gone for Jacob Smith. Looked like Harcrow had snuck that one past Klatt. Klatt hops on it. And not only hops on it, fires over to first and beats Harcrow by a bundle. Jacob Smith with a couple of strikeouts. And here in his 6th inning at bat, a couple of strikes. Olin Ward on deck. That is lifted foul to the right side. We'll get over into the Trojan bullpen. That is a foul ball to the left side. So Smith has gone right, gone left, foul. Struck out as the first out in the second inning, the second out in the fourth. High and away with the pitch to Smith. Olin Ward is on deck. A little bit inside with a pitch to Smith. Six teams here, 4 now unbeaten. After today, 2 with unblemished records. And those 2 unbeatens will meet tomorrow to send us into Saturday and Sunday with only 1 team with an unblemished mark. That is a high fly ball in the direction of left field and is headed to the wall. It's headed out of the park. And Jacob Smith, who went 4 for 5 yesterday, ties it up in the top of the 6th with 1 swing of the bat. 6th home run hit off Middleton. And the Trojans, who saw the Govs take the lead in the bottom of the 5th, tie it right back up in the top of the 6th.
Right fielder, number 18, Olin Ward.
So we are right back where we started from. 9 and up. Olin Ward to the plate. That is the 4th home run of the year for Jacob Smith. Count goes to 2-1 on Ward. Ward struck out twice in innings 2 and 4. Popped up, shallow left, back onto the grass goes Taylor, and the Govs learned from the Trojans earlier. Called off by J.T. Thigpen.
1 run, 1 hit. No
Will make the
errors,
catch and
none
left
on
and
base.
put it into the inning, but
2-1
not
for the
before
Dogs.
it's tied up
Thigpen
on the
and
Smith
Thigpen.
round tripper.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Leading off for the Dogs, left fielder, number 10, J.T. Thigpen.
Bottom of the 6th, Anthony Zarzana will start it. J.T. Thigpen and Kason Gleaton 2 up in the inning 2. Zarzana has ground out twice to third. Once began a double play. The other was a 5-3 put up. And a short hop to short, fielded by Judah. He'll get it to first, and Zarzana's out number 1.
Left fielder, number 10.
JT Thigpen next. Thigpen with a couple of flyouts, one to left, one to right. A few more shout-outs. Mia and JT tuned in. Let's go, Garrett. Thanks, Mia and JT. Good luck, Bears. Get a win from the Fayette Student Services. Bears taking on the Boll Weevils in the next game, slated for a 3 p.m. start. Thigpen looks like it could be flyout number 3. It is. Weston Tubbs comes in, and Thigpen for the third time has flown out, but to different spots in the outfield. Left, right, and now
First baseman,
center.
number 44, Kason Gleaton.
Two going for Kason Gleaton. Gleaton 1 for 2. Single in the second, ground out to third to end the fourth. On the outside part of the plate to Gleaton. The game had a leader for about 4 at-bats. And we are back to a tie game. Gleaton, after that single in the second, got to third. And that was where he was left in the second. Inside pitch from Wiggins. Tomorrow, the busiest of the 5 days here. A 3-game slate tomorrow, 11, 2, and 5. That is ground towards third. Hammonds again making a nice play on the corner. 3 go up and 3 go down. We head to the 7th
no hit, no error,
in a one-apiece game.
Leading off for Central Alabama, designated hitter, number 6, Garrett Calhoun.
Top of the 7th, mid part of the order, Garrett Calhoun starts, and Alex Bennett, Ethan Garrett due up in a one-apiece game. Comes with a run in the bottom of the 5th. Trojans with a run in the top of the 6th. Calhoun is struck out and popped out, 0 for 2 in the game. 3 Trojan hits, 2 Gov base hits. And the Trojans trying to snap a string of losses to Wallace Dothan, losing all 4 in the regular season. Ryback calling for it at the catcher's spot. He'll make the catch, and Calhoun's out number 1.
Left fielder, number 4, Alex Bennett.
Alex Bennett next. He is 0 for 2 in the game. A pop out to second and ground out to short. Two very evenly played games. 1 run each. As I mentioned, 3 Trojan, 2 Gov hits. Both teams have committed a single error. Trojans have left 4 on, Govs have left 3 on. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Bennett. He will pick up the 4th Trojan base hit of the game. 1 out single and a 7th.
Second
And a runner on for Ethan
31,
Garrett.
Ethan Garrett.
Garrett has reached twice, once on a double, once on an error. And in both instances reached 3rd. That one had Bennett in no man's land. He was kind of bobbing towards second at the wrong time. Middleton throws over and picks him off. Two gone for Ethan Garrett. Win, Klein, and Scheimer when you get to the bottom of the 7th for Wallace Dothan. And the bottom of the 7th has gotten an out closer with the pickoff of Bennett at first. Good way for Middleton to nullify the hit. Two-0 pitch, too far outside, ball 3. Middleton has walked 2, and it's been the same guy twice, Gabe Judah. And now he's put another name in the mix. That's a walk to Ethan Garrett. Here's the guy walked twice, Gabe Judah.
Shortstop, number 2, Gabe Judah.
So the 8 and 9 spot has been the problematic spot for Middleton. Garrett has been to the plate 3 times, on 3 times. Judah now to the plate his 3rd time, and aboard the 2 previous ones on Middleton walks. Over to first when Garrett breaks for second, and he's going to be tagged out, but there was a balk apparently called prior. And that's going to have Garrett at second safely. So the balk will bail out the Trojans and gets Garrett into scoring position in second for Gabe Judah, becoming an RBI opportunity. Delivered on the outside part of the plate. Here is the 0-2 offering from Jake Middleton. He'll get him swinging. 11th strikeout of the game for Jake Middleton, leaving a runner stranded at second.
None left on.
Just about all white Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off for the Doves, designated hitter, number 7, Blake Wynn.
Bottom of the 7th gets underway. Blake Quinn will start it. Blake's the guy who reached on an error and eventually became the only Wallace Dothan run of the game. Came in on an Ethan Taylor RBI single. Comes to the plate to begin the 7th in a one-apiece game. Wynn has sacrificed, reached on an E6, and scored. That is ground towards Garrett at second. He'll go over to first with the throw, and the Govs have out number 1. Jackson Client next. A couple of strikeouts for Client.
Now batting number 8, Caleb Scott.
One looking, one swinging. That is popped up right side. Looks routine for Ward. It is, and there's 2 gone. Drew Shiver next. Shiver with a couple of strikeouts.
Right fielder, number 6, Drew Shiver.
Fan in the 2nd and the 5th. Top of the order coming to the plate for the Trojans in the top of the 8th. Tubbs, Hammonds, and Harcrow. A little high with the offering to Shiver. Shiver the last out in the 2nd inning, the 2nd out of the 5th. Couple of pitches missing, 2-0. Both starting pitchers working into the 7th. On the inside part of the plate. Two-one offering. Got the outside part of him. Count goes even at 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It is ground to Judah, and Judah will scoop and throw. That is now 7 straight, retired by Wiggins.
None left on base.
As we go to the 8th in a one-apiece game.
You've played some travel ball, you've shared the videos. Mom and Dad can only root so much. It's time to get real interest from the colleges and scouts in your area, right where you live. That's why the Showcase Series is different. We're not just another tournament, we're an advancement event where you get real-time exposure with live TV coverage of our games that get you seen directly by the coaches you want to impress from anywhere in the world. Register for events at showcaseseries.org. It's your turn at bat.
Leading off for the Trojans, center fielder, number 3, Weston Tubbs.
Top of the 8th gets underway. Weston Tubbs, he's got himself an infield single. Second one of the game for Tubbs. He began the ball game with an infield single, and now he's got one in the 8th. Jake Hammond's coming to the plate. Hammond's 3 strikeouts. Fan in the 1st, 3rd, and 6th. Back to the plate in the 8th. Well, it sounded like it hit something in addition to the stick of Hammond's, but I think it might have gotten the bat in Hammond's himself, maybe some of that protective gear. Nothing in 1 the count on Hammond's. Over to first, and scampering back is Tubbs. Hammond showing punt, and he will punt foul and out of play. 2-strike count. Hammond struck out 3 times yesterday. 3 times today. 0-2 pitch. That'll go to the screen, and that will get Tubbs into scoring position. Able to get past Ryback. And now the potential go-ahead run at second for the Trojans. Cooper Harcrow to the on-deck circle. 8, 9, and 1 in the Gov order when you get to the bottom of the 8th. Hammond's the first out in the 1st inning, last one in the 3rd, first in the 6th. Middleton, 11 strikeouts in the game. A little bit inside with a pitch to Hammonds. That is ground to short, throw over to first after looking back the runner, and there's one away. Hammonds grounding into the 6-3.
First baseman, number 17, Cooper Harcrow.
Middleton with 123 pitches now. in the game. And gets Hammonds on the 123rd ground out to short. One out for Cooper Harcrow. Harcrow is hit into a double play, popped out to right field, ground into a 5-3. A little high, a little bit outside to Harcrow and Jacob Smith. Moving to the on-deck circle, Jacob Smith. Yesterday's hero for the Trojans, 4 of 5 with a couple of RBIs. And he's in the running for the Game 2 heroics for the Trojans with that solo home run in the 6th. He's the guy on deck. 3-0 pitch to Harcrow. Ryback, Taylorman, Buckley. 8, 9, and 1 in the Wallace Dothan order. When you get to the bottom of the 8, there's another strike delivered. And it's now full on Harcrow. Trojans trying to take their first lead of the game with Tubbs at second. Patterson Field, Montgomery, Alabama, 7,000-seat stadium. Strike 3, got the inside part of the plate. Big strikeout of Harcrow.
Catcher, number 33, Jacob Smith.
And the Trojans again asking Jacob Smith to produce. And that solo home run in the 6th, struck out in the 2nd and 4th. Down the middle to Smith. Just did a quick recount. Yep, 12 Ks for Middleton. There's another strike to Smith, 0-2. Of course, if you took what he's done over the course of the season and you divvied it up into a 9-inning game, it would be about 11 or 12 per. Inside with a pitch to Smith. One ball, 2 strike offering. A little bit outside and the count goes even. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on bag, 2 and out goes Smith. 13th K of the game for Middleton, but more importantly for the Cubs, leaves a Trojan on.
2 up for the Cubs, Ryback.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off for Wallace, catcher, number 5, Peyton Ryback.
Bottom of the 8th gets underway. Peyton Ryback will start it. And is popped up and gets out of play. Judah Fields at short, not in time over at first. Top of the 8th started with an infield single, so too does the bottom part. And Ryback on for Evan Taylor.
Shortstop, number 2, Evan Taylor.
So a base runner aboard, Evan Taylor to the plate. That is ground to second. Karen will field, go to first, get the out, but the runner moves up.
Center fielder, number 1, Makai Buckley.
That is a base wrap into left field. Makai Buckley delivering, and in will come a Gub, and Wallace Dothan taking the lead in the bottom of the 8th. So Taylor moves him over.
Number 3, Anthony Zarzana.
And Buckley drives him in. And it is a 2-1 Wallace Dothan lead. Anthony Zarzana to the plate. And there's a hit batsman in Zarzana. And he will go to first.
Left fielder, number 10, JT Thigpen.
And now the question is, does Wiggins stay or does he go? There is activity in the bullpen, and I think we've already seen the indication from Coach. Wiggins will leave, a new guy coming in, the new guy and the Wiggins numbers when we return.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Left fielder, number 10, JT Thigpen.
The new pitcher is Connor Amson, relieving Kobe Wiggins after Wiggins works 7 1/3. Leaves the game with JT Thigpen coming to the plate. Connor Hampson on the year making his 15th appearance in every one of them out of the pen. 1-1, 22 2/3 innings of work. 22 hits given up, 14 runs, 10 earned, 11 walks, 27 strikeouts, has allowed a home run, and has an ERA of 3.97. Thigpen 0 for 3 in the game. Couple of base runners on after the Buckley single that drove in Ryback. And then Zarzana hit by a Wiggins pitch that got him out of the ball game. Wiggins facing a total of 29 as a walk is given up by
First
Hampson.
baseman, number 44, Jason Gleason.
And the Gums have loaded it up in the bottom of the 8th. Cason Clayton to the plate. He will shoot that towards the gap. Right center field. That's going to bring in a number of Gums. Buckley's in. Zarzana is in. Thigpen's in. Clayton has turned a close game into a not so much. Clearing the bases, driving in 3.
Designated hitter, number 7, Blake Wynn.
And Wallace Dothan takes a 5-1 lead. Inside with the offering to Blake Wynn. Well, we can give you now all the numbers in regards to starting pitcher Kobe Wiggins, as coach is coming out to pay a visit to Connor Hempson. And he's already said, I want somebody else from the pen, so Hempson leaves. And the new guy comes in. No longer tied, no longer a one-run Gov lead, but it's Wallace Dothan by 4. The new pitcher when we return.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Max Bishop on the hill. First pitch to Blake Wynn, lifted to left field. Alex Bennett will make the catch. And Wynn is out number 2.
Now batting number 8, Caleb Scott.
Max Bishop, their closer, leading the conference in saves. Coming into the game with Coach Larry Thomas needing 2 outs to get it to the 9th. He gets 1 of the 2 and now facing Jackson Client. Kobe Wiggins worked 7 and a third, faced 29. Struck out 4, walked 2, gave up 4 hits and 4 runs. Handed over to Connor Empson. Empson faced 2, walked 1, gave up a base hit, allowed a single run, and is responsible for the runner at second. And then he hands it over to Max Bishop. Bishop making his 24th appearance out of the pen, having worked 28 in the third with 7 saves on the year. Swing and a miss by Clyde, and he will go down, leaving Gleaton on. But Gleaton cleared the
4 runs,
bases.
3 hits, no
Buckley
errors,
drove in
left
one.
on base.
Gleaton drove in
2
3.
up for the Trojans. Ward, Calhoun, and leading off for the Trojans, right fielder, number 18, Olin Ward.
Top of the 9th gets underway, and a whole new form of pressure on Central Alabama. Olin Ward leading it off in a game that has seen the Trojans fall behind by 4. Aaron Calhoun and Alex Bennett due up in the inning 2. Braden Rapp is the new pitcher for Wallace Dothan. It is his 4th time out of the pen. 2 and 5 overall with 2 saves and 1 complete game. 48 1/3 innings of work, 41 hits given up, 34 runs, 28 earned, 22 walks, 52 strikeouts. Has allowed 4 home runs and has a 5.21 ERA. Facing Warren, Calhoun, and Bennett. 2-2 pitch popped up towards Mackay Buckley in center. He's got it. There's one away.
Designated hitter, number 6, Garrett Calhoun.
Garrett Calhoun next. Jake Middleton will work 8 innings for the Govs. Face 31, 13 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits, and allows a single run. The Jacob Smith home run. Fouled back by Calhoun. Govs trying to make it 5 in a row over the Trojans this year. 2 in Dothan, 2 in Alexander City, and trying to make it 1 here in Montgomery. Trojans hoping to battle back in the 9th. Count even at 1 on Calhoun. Into the strike zone, 1 and 2. Calhoun has struck out and popped out twice. One-two offering. It is swung on and missed.
Left fielder, number 4, Alex Bennett.
14th Gov strikeout of the game. And it is the first for Rapp. And reminder, while we get ready to leave, of course, the Trojans hoping for a 2-out top of the ninth rally. But regardless, still need you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Trying to grow the numbers. The more the merrier. What a bigger city. Bigger community of YouTube viewers and subscribers. So there is a subscribe button nearby. Click on it. We'll thank you. Not mandatory, just requested. Bennett 1 for 3 in the game. The winner of this one plays the winner of the next one at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Loser of this one's got LBW tomorrow. On the outside part of the plate to Bennett. And tomorrow you get your first 2 elimination games. That is ground towards second. Zarzana's got it. Fires to first, and the ball game's over. Number 1 seed wins their first game. Central Alabama absorbs their first loss in a 5-1 final. As we take a look at your final numbers in this one, both teams with 5 hits, both teams with a single error. The big difference in the run department. 5 for Wallace Dothan, 1 for the Trojans. 4 of the 5 for the Govs come in the 8th, the other in the 5th. The lone Central Alabama run coming in the 6th. As far as stranded runners, 4 for Wallace Dothan, 6 for Central Alabama. And that's it for the first game of the day. 1 more to go. It'll happen around 3 o'clock. And it'll be Enterprise State taking on Bevel State. We'll have that one for you in about 45 minutes. Don't forget, more baseball and softball on JockJive. You might want to catch Enterprise State, LBW softball, Coastal Alabama North, and Bevel State softball, or we can get the technical snafus corrected. Wallace Hansville and Coastal South baseball while we wait for Enterprise State and Bevel State here. See you at 3. For all the folks with the ACCC and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.